Oh, that's a big parse.
Woo, we caught up. Oh, baby, we caught up.
That big block of ice. Oh.
What's up, guys? If you guys have been playing DC Universe, or you guys been watching YouTube or watching streams, you guys probably know that a lot of people have been abusing, and I say the word abusing because it's super broken and overpowered. A lot of people don't like me saying that, but it's the reality. People have been abusing water, and everyone's been switching to water, and you even see me playing with it. But we're going to be starting a series where we're going to be covering a lot of these other powers that are not the best power, because if you guys didn't know, water is the best, but not everyone wants to be water. So we're going to be covering ice today, and I will say this later in the video, but ice is the most powerful single target in the game. Like, it has the most burst damage, insane crits, insane damage. It's absolutely insane. The only thing that can beat it on single target is obviously water, but that's only if water can melee. I think if they're both range to range, I think ice can win. I hope you guys enjoy the video. So now that you guys got to see some of the gameplay, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys the loadouts. So one thing you guys will notice, this is my AoE loadout for ice. It's a lot of iconics, and I will tell you guys, there's 3 iconics here that you guys can get from me, or you guys can also get from the broker if you guys wanted to. Is the Nemesis Lasso, Bat Swarm, and Sunstone. These iconics are all really, really powerful, and if you don't have them, then you're going to be missing out on a lot of damage. So I would highly recommend for you guys to acquire them if you guys have not. They all come from the time capsules, but you can buy them from the broker, or you can contact me directly. I like to mention this over and over because a lot of people ask me all the time, where do you get these iconics? And it's literally from the broker, or you can buy it from someone who has them. Now, I personally have them, so you guys can contact me. But let's hop right into it. So first things first, the Hope Wave. This is the Blue Lantern ability. This is a supercharged generator, which works amazing because it does a lot of damage and it gives me supercharge. And it also builds up my Omega because it's a 3 combo move. So it means 3 charges to my Omega. Then I just spam blast. When I go into my second loadout, I just do 1, 2, 3, and then I use my Luminous Beam usually if there's like 1 ad remaining, or to engage the fight, because Luminous Beam might be single target, but it does a lot of damage. I use Radiant Nova if I want to burn my Ebon stacks to regain my power, since it's a finisher. If you guys didn't know, Ebon, the way it works is every time I use the move, it gives me my stacks. When I use a finisher, it burns all of the stacks, and it gives me damage reduction, but it takes away all the might, but then I can just rebuild it. So essentially, that's the setup in regards to how to use it. Again, 1, 2, 3, Luminous Beam, Hope Wave. I usually do the combo once, which is tap triangle, and then I just spam the blast. I build my Omega up, and then boom. And just like that, really simple, nothing too complicated. In regards to the supercharges, usually you want to use your Neo first, and that's usually when I'll clip my Radiant Nova. I'll just clip my Radiant Nova into my Neo, and I'll use that first, and then I'll use my Bat Swarm second, or my Sunstone, doesn't really matter. I like to use the Bat Swarm personally, especially on hallways, because you can run, like, I can use the Bat Swarm, right, and I can go to another ad set, and the Bat Swarm continues to do damage. That's what's so amazing about the Bat Swarm. So I highly suggest people use Bat Swarm for AoE and use Sunstone for boss fights. Like, let's say I pop my Bat Swarm here. Let's say these ad sets in front of me die. I can then run to the next ad set, and my Bat Swarm continues to do damage. That's what's so amazing about Bat Swarm. Not many superchargers can do that. This is one of the few superchargers where you can pop it and go to a whole different ad set, and it just continues to do damage for a total of like 10 seconds. So it's really, really good. But that's AoE. Now for boss fights... Actually, hold on, before I switch over to single target, let me give you guys some replacements for the people that don't have iconics. If you don't have the Blast, the White Lantern, run Snowball. If you don't have the Blue Lantern, run the Supercharged Generator Impaling Ice. If you don't have Spore Pod, you can run Magma, which is the other iconic. If you don't have Magma, then you can run Ice Border Strike. If you don't have the White Lantern, you can take those out. You can run Robot Sidekick. boom. And then if you don't have that, if you don't have Bat Swarm, you can take Bat Swarm and Sunstone out, and you can run Speed Drain, and you can run Word of Power. Speed Drain is like an electricity move that does damage over time. It's in your super speed. You can only use it if you're super speed movement. And then Word of Power is an iconic in the iconic powers, but it's for free. Everyone has it. This gives you crit chance to you and the whole group. So it buffs the whole group, which is amazing. So it's actually really underrated. It's really good if you want to be a team player and buff yourself and the group. And the last slot, you can just put in Clown Box if you wanted to, or you can put in pretty much any ability that you want. You can even put Wintry Tempest, which is like a PI over time. It's not the best, but it's something. But essentially, the way you would use this loadout if you didn't have any iconics, it's Robot Sidekick, obviously, you put it out. 1, 2, 3. Impaling Ice, Snowball. Basically, spamming Snowball until your Impaling Ice comes back off cooldown. And then you're going to use your lasso, and then you're going to want to use Omega Beams. Now, if you guys don't have lasso, I think a good replacement of that spot is I would put in Sonic Cry. It's another iconic. You can put in Sonic Cry in there. I will say is bad, or I would say it's pretty good. Or you put in Frost Slam. Again, this is if you have no iconics. But if you have the ability to get iconics, I would highly suggest for you to guys get them because they're really, really powerful. And you guys will see by the gameplay. Now, for single target, but before we switch to single target, for allies, you're going to want Mr. Freeze, Starfire, and Flash. Those are the allies. And then the artifacts are Omega, Book, Ebon, Scrap, and Transformation Card. The skill points, you got super powered, crit, and then full might and power. All right, so I didn't want to forget that. Now, for single target, it's similar. You're still going to be, for single target, you're primarily going from Starbolt to Hope Wave, and then you're going 1, 2, 3. Like, it's very similar. The only real difference is you're going to be using Starbolt in single target, and you're going to be using Ice Elemental. You're going to be using Ice Elemental. And then you're also going to be using Blizzard, because now you can afford to use Blizzard. You can use Blizzard if you don't have Sunstone and Bat Swarm. I have both of these, so I don't use Blizzard. But if, let's say, you had only Bat Swarm, then you can run Blizzard and Bat Swarm. Or if you had Sunstone, you guys get the idea. You can run Bat Swarm, you can run Sunstone and Blizzard. But you can use Blizzard and you can use Bat Swarm. I mean Blizzard and Ice Elemental, sorry. You can use both of these supercharges on single target. You just can't on AoE because you need to have that movement. So Ice is really powerful for single target. Not the greatest on AoE, but it can sustain if you have Iconics. If you have the Iconics, you can definitely sustain damage, as you guys will see with my gameplay. But it's really powerful in single target. Ice probably has the strongest single target in the game when it comes to range. The only thing that can beat it right now is the single target of Water, but that's only if Waters has the ability to melee. Okay, now if you do not have, let's say, Starbolt, or you don't have some of these Iconics, honestly, for single target, the only thing I can really recommend you to switch out, you can put in Heat Vision instead of Starbolt. It's definitely a good replacement. Other than that, you can put in Frost Snipe and this is for single target. This is if we're talking about boss fights. You can put in Frost Snipe if I can find it. But it's somewhere around here. If you can use Frost Snipe, yeah, here it is. So you can put in Frost Snipe. Again, you guys can alternate the loadout however you like. I give you guys the foundation, and then you guys alternate it to your liking. But these are two really good single target moves that you guys can use if you don't have the Iconics. You can use Heat Vision, use Frost Snipe, go into Hope Wave, Frost Snipe, Heat Vision, Omega. Pretty straightforward. If everyone should be able to get the Blue Lantern now, so there's no reason why you guys can't get it. If you guys are watching this video, you should be able to get it. But you can use Frost Snipe and you can use Heat Vision for a single target. But again, if you have the Iconics, you're obviously going to have an advantage, because Starbolt is really great because it gives you supercharge back. So if you're spamming Hope Wave and you're spamming Starbolt, you're just going to get so much supercharge back that you're going to be able to spam supercharges. As you guys will see in the gameplay, I literally spam supercharges. Now, to wrap it up, I'm going to show you guys some of the gameplay. You guys can see some hallways here. Then you guys will see the boss fight. Let me know what you guys think about Ice. Again, I particularly like Ice for the single target. Again, the AoE is not too great. I think that they need to rework the single target. I mean, sorry, the AoE needs to be worked. The single target, I think, is amazing. As you guys can see, you can hit an ice elemental, go into Omega, and just do insane damage. So I personally think that, like, if they've reworked the AoE, ice will definitely be a top 1, if not a top 2 power. But let me know what you guys think down below about ice. And let me know if you guys want to see an ice tank guide, or if you guys are fine, and I don't know. Let me know what you guys think.